everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. So welcome to the 12 cast-ons, day 3. So what are we going to be doing for day 3? Well, do you guys remember when I went to my Hobby Lobby clearance, and I went back twice, right? The second time I picked up these big balls of yarn bee, big, that's what they're called, and they're actually up here on top. They had 2 of the succulent and 2 of the clay. And normally they go for $19.99. They were selling them for $4.99, and I just could not resist. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll make myself a basket. I've always wanted to make myself a basket, but not a small basket or anything. I wanted to make like a big basket that I could put yarn in, or my FOs, you know, kind of almost like a hamper. And I know that sounds crazy, but then I thought to myself, you know, this would be perfect for all my yarn that I make out of plastic bags. I wind them into balls for my homeless mats, and I usually just throw them in with my yarn, and I get them mixed up, and then I got to dig through all my yarn to get them out. And I think this would be a good place to have kind of store all my plastic yarn. So that's what I'm going to be using this for now. So I watched, like I said, throughout the year, you know, I kind of watched other people making baskets, and then there were a few channels that were actually showing making a basket, and to make it sturdy so it would stand up, they actually used a clothesline, and they would crochet the clothesline along with the big yarns, you know, the jumbo yarns, and it would make it like sturdy. Now I thought about that, but I was kind of on the fence about it because one thing, I am going to be using a darker color to for the base. You know, it won't show so much on this one, right? But I thought it might kind of stick out because clotheslines are primarily white, and I thought it would stick out. And then second, I thought it would be really hard to crochet it together, that it might be a struggle. Although when I watched it, this person didn't have any problem doing it, so maybe it's just me in my head. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. You know, when you got to get this lighting thing at certain times of the day, because if you record any other time of the day, it's like your lighting is iffy. But anyways, so I ended up just taking the chance that I'm not going to use the clothesline. I can always add it in as I'm crocheting it taller. So what I decided to do is use a smaller hook. And I thought, since I crochet loosely, if I use a smaller hook, it will be tighter, and that will also give it some strength. And if I do single crochet, and besides, let's be honest, it's going to be filled with stuff, and if it's packed in with stuff, it's going to stand up. Okay, well, anyway, so I ended up with the clay first. The clay is really pretty. Now, mind you, these are the only 2 colors I have. I have 2 colors of the succulent, 2 skeins, and 2 of the clay. So I don't know if that's going to be enough or not, because look, this is how much I have left, which is actually looks like about the size of a normal skein. But I made quite a large bottom, and right now I'm going to show you where I'm at, because I have to kind of hold it together. Right now I just started the brim around, okay, but otherwise it's going to be quite, this is the bottom, it's going to be quite big. Now I did not follow any particular pattern. I just kind of looked around, like I said, on different ones. I did go to Crystal's Bag O Day to kind of see, you know, when you're done with the bottom, right? I wanted to see how she did hers to start with the, you know, crocheting the rims around the walls. And so I did go look on hers, and she actually had some really good, because look, it's tight. It is really tight. I'm really happy with it, and I think it's going to work out fine. And she was, let me use a hook so I can show you how she did it. Now, when it came time to doing the walls of the basket, she did not go in, like here's the loop, right? Here's your regular loop that you would go into your single crochet. She did not do that. In fact, it started here. She ended up, so here's one, right? She didn't go through there. She took, because here's the, like this one. Here's a single crochet, right? This whole thing here. She went in between the single crochet. So instead of going through the hoop, she ended up going through, oh gosh, I got this thing stuck now, through here. See, and it is kind of, it's not easy to do. As you're going, it loosens up. So you see that? Because here's your little single crochet. There's the top loop. She ended up putting it through here. And, yeah, through here. So that gave it more sturdiness. I've noticed that in there. So this is about as far as I got. I like the way it's looking. And then here's how it's gonna, so far, I know it looks wonky because I just started. It was going pretty good. The only problem is that whenever I use a large hook like that, where I'm using jumbo yarn, and I do like the way it's looking, my hand starts to hurt. So I cannot crochet for a long period of time. I can't spend the whole evening. I can only do maybe an hour or so. So I could have probably done a lot more than what I did. You know, this is from the side view. That's what it's going to look like. Because I know it's looking wonky right now, but it's going to be good. I love it so far. Now, I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the next skein of clay, or if I'm going to alternate. I'm thinking of alternating. I don't know. Maybe the next one I'll do a succulent, then I'll do the clay again, then the succulent. We'll see how it goes. But I do not think that I am going to have enough to make a really large one. So I don't know what's going to happen down the road when I'm nearing the top or the finish or the height that I like. Because like I said, they're averaging out at the store at for $19.99. I am not going to spend $20 for a skein of yarn. There is just no way. So either I can get them on clearance, or I am thinking I do have other jumbo yarn, but maybe not this jumbo. Excuse me. That maybe I can double up on. There's an option. And then the top brim or rim will be a little different. Or I'm just not going to have it as high. I don't know. We're going to see as I go. I have the rest of the year to plan this. This is going to take me a while, I think, because of the fact that my wrist hurts when I use. It's the same thing when I make homeless mats, you guys. I cannot crochet them for too long of a time because my wrist hurts. It has to do with the jumbo hooks and how we're using them. I'm not sure where my wrist hurts, and I have to kind of watch it. What was I going to say? The other thing, I'm not really sure of how I'm going to finish them. Am I going to give them a handle? Am I going to give it a strap? Or am I just going to leave it open? Or am I going to do maybe a like a cover? Who knows? I have no idea. Or am I going to do a different kind of, where you kind of have just leave holes on the sides to grab them. I'm not sure. I think it's going to depend on how much yarn I have and how it's looking. I'm not really concerned, excuse me, about the wonkiness of it, if it's going to stand up tall or not, because like I said, it's going to be filled with either the plarn or yarn. So I'm excited. I'm going to experiment. So far, there's the bottom. That's really nice. It's looking nice. And I'm really happy with it. It's pretty tight, like I said, because I'm using a smaller hook. So that's my day 3. I hope I can finish it in the next couple months. I'm more concerned about my wrist hurting, so I'll probably spend only like 30 minutes, you know, or no more than an hour on it at a time, and which you can still get things done with that, but progress. But anyway, we shall see. That is my day 3. Are you guys casting on anything right along with us? Um, if you are, what are you doing? I would love to know that. Otherwise, have you made a basket? What did you do to make it sturdy? Did you use the clothesline like it's kind of recommended? Because I can still add it on as I'm going. Or maybe I'll just add it on when I'm doing the succulent because it's closer to the white. It'll blend in better. You know, what did you do? What kind of handle did you have? Did you have any problems? It'd be great if you could, like, you know, give me some of your expertise because I've never really made one. And that's the whole point of the 12 cast on, to do something different that I've never done. So anyway, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully I will have no problem posting any of these. I am really almost panicking because I don't know if, you know, you're recording, you're spending time, and then you're not even sure if it's going to work. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.